Hey guys, it's Heidi K. It's February 5th, 2020. I am here today to talk about giving yourself a break. I'm not saying give yourself a break every day. If you mess up, take responsibility for your actions. Um, Sometimes it's a hard pill to swallow, but we need to do it when we've messed up. Not only for the other parties or whatever the situation may be, not only for the other side, but for ourselves. Because when we can acknowledge that we've messed up or that we've done great, um, actually, we grow. So, I can honestly tell you, speaking from experience, I need to give myself a break. I constantly am hard on myself. And one of the um, examples I can give you right now is these videos. I wanted to do 90 videos in 90 days, and I've already missed 2 out of the 7. So I've been kind of beating myself up about that. Now, there's circumstances that occurred that are understandable as to why I didn't do them. Also, I did not do them because yesterday I know specifically why I didn't do it. I was with a friend through a procedure. Came out great, no problems there. Actually, pretty funny watching somebody wake up from anesthesia. But me internally, I was fighting a war, and I was crying a lot. I had to deal with some things as far as my medications go, and I was not in the right mind to make a video. So today I wanted to pop back in and get back up off the ground and pull myself together and do another video for you guys. So today, again, I'm telling you about giving yourself a break. So today I'm giving myself a break for yesterday, and I'm starting fresh with just what today has to offer. It did start out a little rough this morning. I was tearful, but as I've gone and walked the dog this morning and, enjoyed the crisp, cool air here in Arizona, I'm in Phoenix particularly, and it's pretty chilly today. Where it has been in the 70s, it's now, upper 40s, higher 50s, and lower 60s in the afternoon today. So, it's a beautiful day again here in Arizona. There is no snow down here in Phoenix, but up in Flagstaff and things we get snow. Moving forward, giving yourself a break. Giving myself one for yesterday and not making a video. Also for the day prior, or the time before that I missed the video. But I did get out and do things that day, which has been hard for me to do lately. So there's me giving myself a break, accepting the fact that I didn't do them, and moving forward and knowing that I'm going to continue to try and do my best. With giving yourself a break, for me particularly, this is a long journey, coming off medications and going on a new one. I'm not used to being so raw, and I used to be able to go into a room and light people up with excitement, and lately I can't even stand to talk to people. Somebody cuts in front of me, I lose it. So this is actually the way that I can continue to be myself and still help people in a positive way without letting my emotions so much get involved, because out there my anxiety gets overwhelming and it turns into anger, and it doesn't look pretty on me. So in here, I'm going to continue to do this until I can get out there, and then you guys will come with me when I get out there, more into the elements. So the long journey, I'm going to give myself some breaks along the way, and you should too, because not every day is going to be an easy day for anybody, and we deserve to have the chance to make the next day better, or to allow ourselves to feel the emotions. I'm not saying unpack your bag and live there, but if you're having a bad day, recognize the bad day, go through what you need to for the bad day, and then say goodbye to the bad day. Don't unpack your bags. Unpacking your bags can lead to a very dark place, and that rabbit hole is very hard to fit more than one body down. So you have to remember that. Give yourself a break. Striving for perfection. This is something I really have to get into, because perfection for everybody is different. Some people have perfection in the sense that they strive for perfection of others. Okay, so what one person considers perfect isn't what you consider perfect. And that's where you set yourself up for failure, because none of that belongs to that person or yourself. Your own perfection belongs to you. And actually, why strive for perfection when you can strive to do the best that you can and to push yourself a little bit more each day? To me, that's perfection. So give yourself the chance to recognize that what you're doing and the hardest you've pushed or you've given your effort that day, that is your perfection. And giving yourself a break on not hitting the ultimate goal, but realizing you've gotten yourself a little bit closer to it. Okay, acknowledge that leads me to the next one. Acknowledging small or large successes. As far as acknowledging the fact that yesterday I took baby steps and I was in public places that made me feel uncomfortable, and I stayed and I allowed myself to be in that uncomfortable situation and I worked through it. And I came out knowing that I worked through it, and I was more proud of myself than I had left or let myself get wrapped up in those feelings. Do I think that everybody can work through things just like that? It depends. We're all different. I've said that many times. Not everybody can do things exactly the same as the next person, and everybody's journey to healing is their own. So, again, give yourself a break. If for some reason going out to the mailbox is really hard for you and you went halfway, and whereas yesterday you didn't go at all, give yourself that credit. Give yourself that validation. Validation is my next thing I wanted to hit on. Excuse me. Validation for yourself. You can't accept validation from anybody if you don't know how to validate yourself. Validation doesn't have to be like, "Ooh, you did a great job, yeah, woo," to yourself, like in the mirror. You don't need to do that. But saying, "Hey, I walked halfway to the mailbox when yesterday I couldn't do it at all." That's validation. Now, there's other kinds of validation that come from people, and we don't always see it. We don't always recognize it. I've, for one, have a situation where the person that's in my life that I have told many times I am proud of them. But because there's been negative things along the way and those things stung so bad, hearing the validation from me isn't really acknowledged inside of them. So they don't really get the chance to realize that they are being validated, or that somebody is saying that they're proud of them, because there was damage from things that had happened in the past between the two people that are giving and getting validation. So understanding the different languages of validation from a person, or maybe stepping back when somebody says something differently to you that you may not understand, and looking at it from that person and that situation's perspective, is when you recognize validation. And let me tell you, when you can finally accept validation for yourself that you've given to yourself, and you can finally see it from other people, it is very rewarding. It actually gives you strength and hope to keep moving forward, because you know from where you were to where you are on this long journey that we are all trying to travel on. I like the thing stay in your lane, but I also think sometimes our lanes kind of mesh together. So, like I said, you can stay in your lane, and that's fine. Who is anybody to judge? Or you can learn from people by slowly merging into other people's lane and seeing what it's like from their side, and then getting back into your own lane with your own sense of drive, if you will. With that being said, giving yourself the chance to feel altogether is okay. I'm not saying, okay, so being borderline personality disorder, my emotions are so unstable. I had said in one of my videos that I can laugh like a million times, like really hard, light up a room, but then in seconds I can be in tears and hysteria and nobody understand why. But to me, it makes sense. Is that correct way to go about life? No, I need to learn how to deal with my emotions in a more stable and understanding way. So that way it's not so overwhelming for not only myself, but others around me. Because when it becomes like that, then there's nothing healthy about it. It's toxic. And it's not something that I ever meant to be, but it was something that happened. So dealing with our emotions and recognizing them, accepting them, and using them as a tool for the future, things that may occur that help or that may cause you to react with your emotions is growth. So it's okay to feel and get through your emotions, but don't unpack there. Do not unpack there, because unpacking there, again, down that rabbit hole, not two bodies can go. It's really hard to pull somebody out. So don't be that person at the bottom of the rabbit hole being hard to be pulled out. Give yourself that chance to feel, work through those emotions, and move forward, or find somebody that you trust to talk to. And in the end, be kind to yourself. Be kind and be real. It's okay to screw up, and it's okay to have chances, because people deserve chances and deserve the right to make a better life for themselves. So give yourself a break. Thanks, guys, for watching today. I really appreciate all of you. I think that this life's getting a little bit better every day. And if you know anybody or yourself is in some kind of crisis and you feel emotionally drained, or that life is too hard, or that you may harm yourself or others, please call the National Suicide Line. They are there to help. They're trained. People that do it are people who have been in your situation and have felt that low. They may not have been in your exact situation, but they have been there and they feel low too. So, with that being said, if you also feel like that's not going to work, call 911. They are also there to help. You are not alone. You're not alone. And I hope that in the future we can all strive to pay it forward and make people feel heard, and we can be aware. Be kind to yourself, give yourself a break, and go have a great day. Bye.